Okay, good evening. I'm here, joined by Glockenspiel,
Hello.
and today I'm going to be playing a new character on Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm going to make it an Imperial race. So
Sounds
let's get started with the character creator.
so let's tune in for this as well because it's quite extensive. They've done a good job, I think, with the character creation. It seems to be quite good. I mean, I'm more of a Skyrim kind of guy, so I like the full game. Had a bit of backlash, I guess, towards the SO, but I was quite impressed when I eventually picked it up on the free. I was impressed by the character creation, at the very
Yeah,
least.
I mean, you'd have thought it wouldn't be that good just because you thought they'd have done a spin-off MMO, but it's actually not bad. It's quite fleshed out and everything.
Exactly, that's what I was impressed by. Here we go. Just loading it now.
Cool. So I've gone for Alliance, the Daggerfall Covenant, because I'm an Imperial, and they're all for the Empire. So yeah. And let's move on to class. Class, I'm going to be a Dragon Knight because I've looked it up. Apparently, Dragon Knight is the best class for an Imperial. I mean, you could be a Templar, but yeah, Dragon Knight is more about being a tank. So,
You going for
yeah.
that kind of build then?
Yeah, I'm going for a tank. My other character is a mage, or a sorcerer, sorry, so which focuses on DPS. So yeah, I'm going to try being a tank this time.
Cool.
I can't be a necromancer because although I really want to be a necromancer, but you have to earn it elsewhere chapter, and
All right.
apparently elsewhere isn't actually finished yet. They're releasing it in stages.
That's
So yeah, I mean, like they've released it for the price. So when you buy it, you get the full package. But yeah, you
so it's a live service.
yeah. So I mean, usually they reduce it. So I think it's like 20 quid now, but usually they come down to about half price within a couple of months, like maybe 6 months. You know, it's still a while, but it's something. Um,
I mean, when are they going to be finished with it? That's the thing, you know. I mean, live service kind of suggests that it just goes on indefinitely.
well, usually they're pretty good. So I mean, I tend to release a lot of content quite quickly.
Hmm.
Um, so I mean, when will they be finished with it? I don't know. I don't know if the main story's done in it. Um, that would be interesting to know.
So, what are you going for in terms of skin color?
Um, Moderate, I guess. Not completely white. Not completely brown.
Good all rounder.
Yeah, good all rounder.
It is Imperial after all, you know. I'm thinking more Mediterranean build, maybe.
Yeah, slightly. I'm going for muscular because I'm a melee. So
Makes sense. Well, they could have a great big fat guy with a,
I
with a
could have a
hammer or
big fat
something.
guy. Yeah.
With a, you know,
Although
could
I
shake it up a little bit.
feel uncomfortable about having such a large cut.
Bit.
Yeah, low body hip size.
Make sure those hips are swinging.
Yep. Leg size, not too thick. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I'm done with that. All right. And face. Okay. Yeah, see, this will take forever.
That's what I like about it, though. You can get into it, you know. Spend a while on your build. I played Monster Hunter World recently. Spent about 2 hours on the creation.
Oh, you have Monster Hunter World.
I've got it on the Xbox.
How far did you get into it?
Got until the main place, and then I did the first mission against the Velociraptor things. And I realised it was going to be a game about one, and kind of lost.
So you didn't really like it?
It was alright. I was really invested in Rink. I tried out all my combos and everything, and I really to grips with it. But I guess it just takes a little bit with the control scheme. To be honest with you, it should be something it should be something that I'm really into. I just need to kind of spend. But yeah,
it's really hard to get in. That's what I found. Like I heard
it's janky.
Yeah, like half is just dodging the monsters, you know.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Nearly done with character creation. Just yeah. I guess I could come back to it, but I don't want to waste a token.
I'm gonna go with the little Geralt ponytail.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Clean shaven as well.
Clean shaven. Yeah.
It seems a bit old. It seems worn. He could be a Witcher actually. This fella.
He is a veteran in the sword arts.
True blade.
A true blade indeed.
What resolution are you playing at?
2 something by 144.
Okay. Okay, must be the compression. Cool.
Yeah, you can. I just showed it to you. It's like 2-1 something by. Yeah. I'm not playing at 4K because not all games I can run at 4K. So I've kind of gone for 2K, so I can. So basically, the screen won't mess up when I go to other screens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's go for like.
What about his eyes? Give the guy some nice eyes.
I got for dark brown, black. Looks nice.
Make a Witcher build. It'd be interesting. Yeah, no, he looks hard.
What he has? Oh, he has yellow eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah, go on. If you can make some yellowish kind of cat eyes, that'd be fun. What's his name anyway? Cluto, of course.
Yeah, gotta be.
It's looking more and more Middle Eastern, or even like Mediterranean. This chap.
Yeah, not going for Middle Eastern, but
Oh, that's weird. You can change his eye size.
there's so much you can change in this.
Oh, could you give him bright blue, maybe something like that?
What eyes?
Yeah.
I'll put it on so you can see what it is. It's quite blue.
Oh, that's hilarious. Because I'm out of sync, obviously. I think people are tuning in, realizing that I'm 10 seconds late.
Make it 20.
Is it? Oh shit.
Yeah, because my that's not that great.
Still there. We've had a couple of people pop in.
That's nice. Hello.
Just in case.
Could give my guy a permanent eyebrow raise, but I'm not going to do that.
Looks questioningly at his foes before he stabs them.
Can't get it central again. This is annoying. Autism.
Yeah, that's hilarious. There you go. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm loving that. The little cocked eyebrow there. That's brilliant.
Nearly done with this character creation. Okay, I think I'm ready. Not sure what I've gone for, but yeah.
Better.
Okay, let's go for it. Do I go through the tutorial again?
Oh, is that in that world?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it varies depending on.
All right.
Mine was when I first got the game. I got it with Morrowind, so my tutorial was in Morrowind. Oh wait, no, I'm guessing that was Cold Harbor. Does that ring a bell? Cold
Yep.
Harbor,
Does
yeah.
indeed. Yep.
I
That was it.
think yeah. So I think that's a tutorial, and then based on what expansion you have is what starting location you get. So my starting location was I think it's small island off Morrowind, and now I have Somerset. So I'm hoping yes, it'll be Somerset. So yeah, I'm going to skip the tutorial.
Can you do that?
It's giving me the option.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Oh
tell
yeah.
you what. I'll screen share so you can see it live.
It doesn't mess up the stream.
Yeah, hopefully not.
That's very cool though, because I can watch you play and get in on something myself on the other screen. Oh, it's so useful.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip.
Yep. It doesn't mess up the stream.
Yeah, do you mind checking that?
It's just logging in now. Requesting.
Yeah, requesting character load, so
Well,
it's taking its time. Oh no, the eyes are still blue. I forgot to change them back. No.
blue eyes now. There you go. Can happen.
So this character load fails. Or press character to escape. No, it didn't work. Damn.
Oh, I can download Forza for the standard edition on PC.
Nice.
Interesting. And Gears of War 4. Kind of going through the Life is Strange. We can get Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which could be quite fun.
An error has occurred. Please wait a few minutes and log in again.
Oh dear.
Interesting.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, at least it saved the character. Nice.
Very buff there.
He's a fighter. Gotta be. So yeah, Somerset by looks of it.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never played Somerset or melee combat in this,
Let the
so
cat
should
fight
be
those
interesting.
monsters. I'm getting out of here.
The
The island
Shimmerine
sprung a
Way
leak.
Shrine.
Run!
UI error.
This is part of a mod of mine. Why is it even enabled? It shouldn't be enabled.
I've got a mod on it.
Yeah, you get add-ons. This is... I did disable it. Give it a second to reload the UI, and then it should fix the error. Basically,
Cool.
you can get... Okay, still there. Okay.
Oh no, it's gone.
Okay. Okay, so
Awesome, there you are.
this is Somerset. Let me check my notification. I have no notification. I must run through the tutorial again. Okay, so I guess I've skipped the starting area.
Must have skipped it automatically.
Yeah. Oh well. So I guess I can do anything I want. What do you think I should do?
Let's head into that castle there. I wouldn't mind checking that. It looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Kind of see what this place is all about. Got another player there running around. Some kind of cat. Oh, I can hear it as well. How can I hear your game?
That's interesting.
That's amazing. No, keep it. It's great. I can hear your freaking game. It's awesome. I can even hear the footprints. It's nuts. Let's be a setting. Oh, whoa. That guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's got the outline on. I might need to turn it off.
Oh, yes. See, that's the thing about MMOs. That's the kind of design choice that really throws me off.
Yeah, I mean, you can alter it as much as you like. I did turn it off. I don't know why it's back on. I'm going to mess around and get rid of that. Just bear with me, because it's so annoying. That's not it. I don't know where it is.
What would it be? UI maybe?
Here we go. Glow thickness. Okay, so if I walk up to some dude now, yeah, there we go.
Fascinating application of the technique.
So I've just got rid of it altogether now, which is nice.
Awesome.
So you can play first person, which is probably better for combat, I'd say. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Or you can go third. Like
Personal preference.
Yeah, my personal preference is F. is first person, I guess.
Without a doubt. Especially with the so-called Elder Scrolls game.
So the only thing now is what do I do? Do I do quests in Somerset or?
Look at this guy. It's insane. Yeah, let's see if we can find a quest.
There's a quest over here. So back there was the quest for the main, like the storyline for the region, the Somerset region, and this quest icon means just side quest. So I'm gonna start off on a side quest.
Okay.
See how things go. Just gonna turn on tutorial quickly.
Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business?
Ooh, okay, I don't want to do that because Mage's Guild is. I'm looking for Fighter's Guild really.
Good point. Might be in the wrong place for that. What do we have?
So that's Mage's.
The Plaza of 8. Not sure if
There's
the
Fighter's Guild.
oh no, I guess it would. Yeah, the law should be fine on that.
What about the law?
Well, it says of the 8, and I guess the elves never really counted Talos as one of the 9.
Ah, I see. Okay.
That's why it's 8. There you go.
Next
And that
time I'm in the
consistency.
field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild?
This guy looks
The
more like it.
Fighters Guild. You
Yeah.
should.
Oh no. Okay, it's my controls have changed. 1 second. Because it's my push to talk is getting rid of everything. This is ridiculous.
That's right.
Okay.
Welcome to our hall, the Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know
I
we'll
swear his
all be
eyes just
drawing
changed.
blades together soon enough. Now,
Weird.
what can I tell you?
Oh, it might be the light.
Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights.
He's got a nice smile on him.
Yeah.
No. We only draw blades in service to the guild. We're technically neutral in the war between the three alliances. We love the Eagle Banner and Her Majesty, of course. But every race, every creed belongs under the guild hall's roof. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
Cool. Level 3 already? Oh, maybe it skipped some. Okay, so achievements reset for each character. So everything resets for each character that it would appear. That's interesting.
Alright.
So, yeah, character. No. Quests, yeah, 2,100 quests. Jesus.
Here we are. Fighter skill, it seems.
Yeah. I just think if I can increase the field of view
What are you used to?
um, as much as possible, I go for like 120, I think. Okay, 130 I can get.
Quite high.
Yeah. I like to be able to just see as much as possible.
Yeah, we actually
Give the
have pretty
divine
good
prosecution a
field of view
wide
usually.
berth if you can. They're not
There you go.
inhospitable, but
I
they
usually
seem
go for
to
around
prefer
about
to be
90.
left alone.
There's a random skull in this cabinet.
Hello.
Mother always said I should visit the homeland someday. I expect she was hoping it would be as a debut into high society, not with a sword on my back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there's not one quest here. That's odd.
Little skeever.
Is that a skeever?
Yeah.
Cool.
I swear I had that weapon as well at the beginning of the game.
Possibly? I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Falling along the edge of the battlements, as you do.
Just seeing what's up here. Maybe there's a secret. It is pretty impressive, the world here, compared to Daggerfall, which is pretty green and boring.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you level up. Now skills. This is the. This is where I probably need to build, but I'll just do what I want for the time being, and then late game I'll rebuild.
So you're going towards mainly a fighter.
Yep, tank. So I guess health and damage. Oh no, not damage. Health and taunting.
Lava whip.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like a lot of damage.
One day we'll stick it to that Sapiarch.
This looks good. That looks like what I want. Tankiness. Well, it costs a lot of magic, huh? You know, I'm gonna wait and use my sword to get, and then I get some sword levels. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just going for random dungeon. This should be interesting.
He's after the Sapiarch. Not sure I signed up for this.
They gain skill line two-handed. That's what I want.
Seems like such a nice city above. Just not down here.
Yeah, the seems to be lagging a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, this is so much better
Finally
plugged
got
in.
organized.
This is
Maybe
for
now
the
we'll get
greater
something
good.
done.
Just keep saying that.
What's better plugged in? Your controller.
Yeah, the controller's much better plugged in. It's more responsive. Ooh, that's more like it. Oh, come on. Whoa, what is that thing? A salamander?
Yeah. Whoa. Trying to take two of them all at once. Oh no.
Ooh, that's it. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone. Nice. Oh, not dead yet. No, he is.
Sorry, I couldn't search it at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is to do with the quests. But I'm not sure where to get the quests. Usually I go to go find quests, but I figured it'd be something different.
One day we'll stick it to that sapiarch.
Whoa. Just roll backwards.
Yeah, I can roll 2. I'll show you.
Ooh, dodged it. Oof.
These potions really stink. Wonder what's in them.
Nice. So yeah, I tell you what, the combat as a melee character feels a lot more satisfying than a sorcerer.
Not too sure about that Murlon guy yet.
My main complaint
In this game?
Yeah. My main complaint about this game is that the combat feels really meh. And for some reason, it just feels great as a melee.
Thought he was after the sapiarch. So I signed up for this.
Just going through all my games, changing the one full screen, but you know, windowed,
Nice.
borderless even. Seeing what works.
And you can tell they put in a lot of effort. Like, this thing just grew spines out his back with one of its abilities.
That's pretty cool. Booting up some Just Cause 3.
Nice.
Does that have borderless?
I don't think so. But worth a check. The only problem is some games like your mouse, you don't want the mouse to go over the edge of the screen. Like FPS,
That's true. And mainly just the ones with controller.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, then you're probably fine. Seem to run a dead end. I'm gonna go find a quest to do.
Annoying. Apparently you can't do borderless on this particular game. What a shame.
If you're really hell bent on it, there is a program where it will artificially put borderless into certain games.
Certain games, you say?
Yeah. I'm probably most, I'm not sure.
Oh god, I love this game. I'd forgotten how good this game was as well. You've got it as well, haven't you? You played it the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
These potions really stink. Wonder what's in them. Not too sure about thought we was after the Saphiarch. This is for the greater good. Just keep safe.
I don't have a mount yet. I need to get that.
How do you get a mount in this game? Do you just purchase one?
You can, or you get given one if you do the main quest, if I remember correctly.
Alright.
I guess I go start the Somerset main quest.
First, the Queen issues a decree that changes the status of Somerset from an isolated paradise into a tourist attraction. Now monsters, sea creatures, I've never seen anything like them. Well, I say let the cat fight them. Better him than me. Suddenly the ground opened, spewing water and strange creatures. They attacked us. Luckily, one of the newcomers, a Khajiit, leaped in and drove them back. Called himself
Leaped?
Razumdar. He could probably use some
Leaped?
help if you're so inclined.
Like a
enough.
cat.
Sure, it's leapt.
Oh, yeah, very good point.
Alright.
It is American.
Maybe it's an Americanism. You'll get him one day.
Quantum leap? Quantum leaped? I don't know.
Just how quantum is the leap.
Oh, it's time travel type style. That's a TV show. I don't remember how they said it. Well, that was American.
Oh dear. Face planted into a building.
Nice.
Can happen.
Can happen. Here's a stable, so I'll see if I can get a horse.
You'd think I'd resent the way most of those high elves treat those of us they consider to be inferiors. Well, maybe I do. Let's just say they ought to check the straps on their saddles, if you catch my meaning. What can I help you with?
Check the straps on their saddles. No, I don't know what you mean, actually. Could you elaborate on that?
I don't know. Yeah, so horses cost 40,000. That's a fair bit, you know. That takes a while to save up.
Yeah. Yeah. The grind doth commence.
Yup.
Damn. Trying to fly through this this building on Just Cause 3.
Damn. You got the jetpack thing.
You bet I do.
Nice.
I picked up the entire game and plus DLC for next to nothing. They had a special weekend about a couple months back.
Oh, you mean to pick up the DLC? I just haven't got around to it yet.
It is good. Damn it. Nearly made it.
Oh, that's Mage's Guild.
For the game. Right. That's quite enough of that. There we go. Right, you're back up now. Keep on going through games. So I think I might look into that tool that you said.
I think it's called Borderless Gaming.
Would make sense.
Yeah.
I accept all the cookies. Let's see. Does it say? Quick fact. Give me a rundown.
Rundown
Of all these games that apparently it makes borderless.
I assumed all the most popular ones. I don't know off the top of my head. I think Just Cause 3 does have it.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever
Wow,
seen such
look at
creatures?
this.
Raz has
Dark Souls
not.
3.
Probably neither have you.
Batman Arkham
You are a
Knight.
newcomer, yes? New to this island of high elves? This one has an eye for such things.
The picture
And
that they took
you
as an
capable.
example is even Dark
So
Souls
can
2.
Raz
I mean, I have
interest
to
you
get
in
it now.
some cloak and dagger work?
Nice.
I mean, I just literally saw that very screen.
Ominous? No,
You win this
nothing of
round
the
of
sort.
borderless gaming.
Well, maybe a little of the sort.
Look at this.
Depends on how
Mohawk
things
Khajiit.
develop. Raz has come to Somerset at the behest
Pretty
of
cool,
Queen
actually.
Helen
Liking the
to
armor.
make sure her decree regarding the opening of the
Though the
island
claws are a
proceeds
little
as she
bit-
directed.
They're not furry enough.
Ask some questions,
Why has he got
determine the
them
mood in
retracted?
Shimmerin, and see how the newcomers are faring. Rumors have reached the Queen, and she is concerned. So Razumdar comes to see what is happening and fight strange creatures. Now Raz is concerned as well. While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing. Let's meet near the entrance to Shimmerin when you have something to report. Raz never saw such monsters in his life. They appear related to water, but this one tends to avoid this stuff. That pearl, though, Raz swears it was calling those creatures. A mystery for another time, perhaps. Now, we need to see to the newcomers. As a matter of fact, Raz made a list. Old Newell, a high elf artisan, spoke out. See what she complained about. Then there's Soxolza, a persecuted Argonian newcomer. Finally, Ranul, a city resident noted in the Divine Prosecution's observation log.
I'm going to test it on Dark Souls. It works.
Old Newell complained about it. No, no. Roz doesn't want to prejudice your investigation. You will find out when you talk to her. The artists like to
I
gather
did
shells
already.
along the eastern coast. She uses them to make
Even
paints
better.
and dyes. True. Not enough syllables. Ranul's a Redguard, whose family has lived in Shimarin for generations. He's a well-respected trader, with a few warehouses along the docks. Talk to him, before the Divine Prosecution decides to arrest him. The Divine Prosecution serves as law-keepers and protectors of social standards. Very persnickety. When the rules are broken, they record it in their observation logs. If your name winds up on their list, things get complicated. Something to do with monks and newcomer registration. Roz is looking into that. Last I heard, Soxolza was seen leaving the city and heading west. Probably trying to reach the water. Lizards like water, yes? Not Roz. Ugh. Roz hates the wet stuff. Nothing at all. Unless you think they came to Somerset because of the Queen's decree. No, that would be ridiculous. Let's not lose focus. Just see what Old Newell, Soxolza, and Ranul have to say about newcomers and the mood in Shimarin. We need to confirm these rumors or else put an end to them. Everyone should be pleased with the Queen's decree. Opening the border shows progress, yes? However, if any of her loyal subjects reject progress, well, Raz needs to know that too. While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing. Let's meet near the entrance to Shimarin when you have something. Raz knows very little about city ordinances or how to tell the difference between mead and ale, so let's avoid those topics, yes? Otherwise, this one knows all about the Queen's decree and the initial reaction of the nobles and king lady.
That is an interesting mohawk.
It is, isn't it? And it's red.
It's like he's dyed that and grown that little part of his head longer.
Questioning whether it was naturally like that, or if he had a mane and decided to cut it all off instead.
Yeah, it's probably a mane actually, you're right.
I'd love to see it maned. Probably maned because it could be quite cool.
Yeah. Interesting. It is really chilled in this map. Like the base game is all in Daggerfall and that's near Cyrodiil. And it's all rainy and grim and depressing. But this is so nice and sunny.
Can you swim?
You can.
Oh yeah. How far can you go? Is there an island somewhere? Like another island? Kind of on an island.
I think you die eventually. That happened to me. Like you get eaten by fish or something.
The anime.
Yes. Or I can't remember. You either die very quickly or.
I have to say that water looks very lush.
Yeah.
Those mud crabs.
Yeah.
Are they evil? It's a coral crab. It doesn't seem, man. The ones in Skyrim go for you, and this one at least they wait. Yeah, in Skyrim you'd be dead already.
Oh yeah, so you get Cyrodiil with the base game, but you guessed it, Imperial City, you have to pay for.
I doth tut. Why? You know, to pay for everything. I mean, I know it's an expansion, but look, they programmed one guy fishing. That's the thing about MMOs, they just seem a bit empty.
Yeah, this I've noticed. This particular area is more empty than others.
What the hell? What is that?
That's a summon.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my sword's on fire. What?
That's pretty cool.
That's not normal.
Zoom in. Is it a different... He might have given you a different sword. Look at that, he did. Conjured a different sword for you. That's awesome. Isn't that a bit OP?
I think
If you
just
can...
murdered this guy.
Oh.
There is Dark Brotherhood questline, which you have to pay for. That's an extra thing.
I'm gonna kill everybody. What? You have to pay for the dark... No.
Yeah, and
Nah, that's... What? Did you have to pay for the Fighters Guild?
No, Fighters Guild and Mages Guild come with it.
Oh, of course they do. The other two, though. The two best ones, arguably, you have to pay for.
Yeah.
What's the point in buying the game in the first place? You don't get it. Run around an empty place, it looks like.
I mean, you do get hundreds of hours off the bat.
Okay, fair enough, but still, how big is the... You know, how much can you do the same thing at least? That's pretty big. Okay, where are you now? You're there. Can you, swim across to that other island?
No, you'd have to... You have to load it.
Oh.
I don't think you can even see it. Or you can, but...
You can? Oh yeah, you can!
But
Okay, I'm impressed by it. I'm impressed.
You wouldn't make it, because of the deadly fish.
Okay. So it is quite big. So this island itself...
But the path
It's a big
to
game,
Alaxon
yeah.
requires
But it isn't on the
dedication
limit
and
the cool
complete
stuff.
concentration. I must find the perfect shells.
Nah, she's a bit of a stereotype. Typical condescending high elf.
Do you know what that will do to my art?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And artist. What would it do?
An ultimate concept practiced widely here in Somerset. Alaxon is the state of perfection that every high elf strives for. The path to Alaxon represents the approach we take to achieve that state. Now, why have you interrupted my work? I believe in caution as much as the next high elf, but sometimes the rules get in the way of common sense. My apprentice lived here for more than a year. Good help is so hard to find, especially among the newcomers, and she was adept at making dyes. They took her away. Said they had to scrutinize her qualifications, test her knowledge of culture and etiquette. But I haven't seen her since. My work suffers, so of course I complained to the monks. Now I have to gather my own shells. They told me I could fill out some forms and appeal to the kin lady. But who has time for such bureaucracy? And for a wood elf? I've said too much. I have work to do, and all this aggravation has diverted my path to Alaxon. Perfection requires constant vigilance, so back to it.
Oh, I do have a mount, okay. Because I unlocked it in the,
That's alright.
yeah, in the other character. So this guy died.
By that thing. Ooh, 10k.
That's quite a big one. I want to say there's a corpse, but I don't know.
Look like it.
Yeah, the only thing is you can't ride horses first person.
That's a shame. You could even do that in the Skyrim.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went to respec my character, my main build, my main character, my mage,
Yep.
and I kind of screwed it up because yeah, it was basically like very late game stuff. The build which I went for didn't work out for me now, and so I luckily clawed it back and managed to tweak it a little, so I was actually able to stay alive with it.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Does it scale quite quick the game?
No, so 11 takes ages. Like,
So it's not like STO, where we were doing a couple of missions and you were leveling.
like there is one way to the power level, but it's not even that. I did do 4 levels in an hour, which is good. Like,
Oh wow.
I've never done that before ever, and it took me 100 hours to get to level 30. So
Help out the poor soul.
A newcomer in the warehouse district. Unusual. But how can I help you today, my friend? The Divine? Who told you that? If a Justiciar sent you to try and trick me into confessing... No, no. The High Elves would never send a newcomer to perform such a task. But I admit it. I made my thoughts known. I arranged to bring my cousin here to work with me. The ship arrived, but all the newcomers were carted away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady and anyone else who would listen. And what has it gotten me? Nothing! Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help. Somerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children, but they have never been hostile. The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, I don't really bother reading the law books in this because there's so many.
Yeah, there are.
And like, it's not like it's a proper Elder Scrolls game, so you wonder how much of it is canon and how much of it they've screwed up the lore.
When you say screwed up, yeah.
I don't know because I don't know a lot about Elder Scrolls lore, but I have heard some things aren't quite right.
I'm talking to someone who's read a lot of the books in Skyrim and Oblivion. Watched a few videos on it.
Like, I think they might have even got a new lore master recently. Was that another game? I can't remember, but basically because it was so... I think it was another game, but... What was it? But you can imagine there's so much lore to keep track of.
This is unheard of. Why have you closed the
Yeah,
monastery?
decent timeline, it's not that bad.
Good people, I hear your concerns.
Well, the workers I hired, they were aboard the ship from Rivenspire.
The Kin Lady and I, we have only your best interests in
I
mind.
just say Dark Souls 2
Every
is such
guest
an
must be
insanely well
sequestered
optimized game.
while we ascertain their
That's
suitability for Altmer
Seriously, I'm
society.
playing this in 4K, it's not
The old Dark's
quite
right.
recent.
Lock
Looks
up
good.
the newcomers. Send the newcomers back where they
A
came from.
few games
We
I can
don't
actually
want them
run
here.
at 60 frames per second at 4K.
That's really good.
It's really good, man. It's gonna be absolutely amazing.
Such anger.
We've gotten so lucky
Raz
with
never
this.
expected to
I had no
hear
idea
such
that it
words
could
from
run
the
it that
Queen's loyal
well.
subjects.
Hmm.
The
Great.
sentiment isn't
I
universal,
can take full
but
advantage
enough
of it.
feel this way for us.
It's this guy again. It's Khajiit,
Did you
bro.
learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to? Sequestered, Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but Old Newell's assistant has lived on Somerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Zok Solza have to say? Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the Kin Lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery. Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one will help you get past the sentry, though. When you notice that the sentry is distracted, just sleep quietly inside.
You there! I have a... Damn it! Why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
That was odd.
Sentry! Raz owes you for that game of cards, and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... You say I won some gold?
Don't you remember?
mean, sometimes the writing's pretty good.
There's literally like 1,000 hours of this in this game. There's so much to do.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way. Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why do you care about the complexities of Altma bureaucracy? Still, if I had to make a guess, I'd say they were taking into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away. The monastery should be a place
This
of
guy
peace
just
and
reclining.
meditation. The Aldork has closed us down until further notice. That means if any of the monks spot you, they'll raise the alarm. Me? I never saw you. Now, if you don't mind, my nap awaits.
Perhaps you've...
The Abyssal Pearl.
From an Aldork's office, wouldn't you agree? I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind. The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either. I noticed you skulking around while I was in... The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding, we need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers. The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations. That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldork and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me? A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldork acquired it. Probably not important. I'll meet you in the Undercroft, and we can see what's going on with the newcomers.
I should be seeing your back walking out of here by now. Why are you here?
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages? These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the Divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here. It's a nightmare. We came to Somerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages. The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
Is that a scoffin?
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
A Daedra? Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious. An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door. Then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action. I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear, your turn will come.
Daedric cultists?
Hello.
Whoa.
I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures. The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell.
Typical. Lucky.
Come on, let's talk outside.
There's got to be some loot here somewhere. Or maybe not because it's the beginning.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier. I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Somerset. My inquiries led me here. The Sijic Order is an ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all this?
Because I'm the protagonist.
Exactly.
An Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sijic island, for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Ooh, I can use Guts Lake Bait as a fishing bait.
Nice. There we go. Get some fish going.
Yeah, got a lockpick.
Can
I know it looks a bit static at the moment, but like the gameplay is really stand there hitting away. But as things go together and you get more powerful, they get more powerful. There's a lot more movement about.
Yeah. Did read my mind.
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
That's more fishing bait. Can't bother to take it all.
Really is a very beautiful place.
Yeah. My frame rate isn't that great actually, it's going down to 30. Even though I've got it on 2K, which is odd.
Have you got the Steam overlay for that?
Yeah. You can just see it on the top left. 28.
I have it on the left.
Right, I think I'm going to call it a night.
Well, it's been fun.
Yeah, I made a dent into the main quest. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and have a good night.